Um, I see we have one viewer. See, Candice is joining us, just watching today. And then I'm just filling in for Janine. She's ill today, so whoever I've got from Life Church, I think I'm just filling in today because she's sick. So I'll have you guys just for today. Okay, in Life Church, just let me know if you can hear and see me. Okay, cool. There's just a bit of an echo. Maybe just turn your volume down.
Microphone off.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at middle adulthood. I hope you guys had a chance to go through the video and the readings. If you guys do have any questions about the assignment or any other questions, you can just type it. Are we on? Oh. I think I still hear a bit of an echo. Okay, yeah, you guys can just type it in. We're gonna focus on the physical development in middle adulthood, emotional development, the midlife crisis, empty-nest syndrome, and also the cognitive development. I'm going to be using a slide presentation so you guys can just follow on there. Okay, I see Eden is joining us. Just give me a wave if you guys can hear me, because there's problems with our sound. Okay, cool. So I'm going to open the slide presentation. Okay, here is my email address. Just take it down in case you guys have any questions about the assignment, because I know on the 22nd of May you guys have your next assignment due. Thus far, I haven't received any questions, but guys, please feel free, because I'm willing to help. Even if you think it's a stupid question, just email me. And if you guys are really struggling, you can also send me a draft if you are really struggling. Then I'll have a look at it. Okay, so middle adulthood is between the ages of 40 and 59 years of age. When looking at Erikson's stages, it's the 7th stage. It falls under the 7th stage of generativity versus stagnation. The most important event here in this stage is parenting. In this stage, generativity refers to the adult's ability to care for another person. The most important event, as I've said, in this stage is parenting. Does the adult have the ability to care and guide the next generation? Generativity has a broader meaning than just having children. Each adult must have some way to satisfy and support the next generation. So now we're going to be looking at the physical aspect of middle adulthood. Adults during this phase become increasingly aware of the gradual change in their bodies. Some changes naturally occurring due to the aging process, other changes due to the result of lifestyle choices, such as diets, exercise, smoking, alcohol use, and drug abuse. The bones lose mineral content and become more porous, otherwise known as spongy. This loss of bone mass begins in the late 30s and accelerates in the 50s, especially for women. When women lose estrogen in midlife, their bone mineral absorption is also lost. They lose 20 to 30% of bone at this point. So women actually tend to decrease in height because of this. Greater decline in women, since they are more prone to osteoporosis, a condition in which the bones become brittle, fragile, and thin. Percentage of body fat tends to grow, even for those who have been slim all their lives, due to both decline in height and lifestyle choices. Strength begins to decline as well. By age 60, typical adult has lost 10% of their strength. Those who exercise regularly are likely to feel stronger. Okay, this is a very important term to remember. Climacteric is the midlife transition in which fertility declines. So this is in women. It brings an end to the reproductive capacity in women, but men can still retain fertility. The reproductive changes in women occur gradually over a 10-year span as estrogen drops. Women's cycles shorten and become more irregular. Moreover, excuse the spelling over there, moreover are defective. The end is menopause, the end of menstruation in women. Next is the socio-emotional development. With close relationships in middle adulthood, close relationship and friendships become of utmost importance. Sibling relationships and intergenerational relationships are also noted. Love and the marriage relationship during this period grows in intimacy, understanding and accepting of each other and companionship. Okay, empty nest syndrome. I see this is also part of your assignment. This refers to parents' feelings of unhappiness, worry, loneliness, and depression resulting from the children's departure from the home adjustment period. From the home. So this is actually an adjustment period for many. This period of transition may be more difficult for women who stayed at home with their children and do not have a career. It is quite normal to have a little weeping now and again. The social and personality development. A midlife transition takes place in this stage, infamously known as the midlife crisis. This is the process of questioning life desires, values, goals, and accomplishments. This is basically where individuals will start self-evaluating their life and if they've actually accomplished what they wanted to accomplish. Boredom also arises, need for adventure and change. Confusion about who they are and where they are going. The midlife transition is not typically viewed as a normal part of life. Okay, during the male midlife crisis, men may try to reassert their masculinity by engaging in more youthful male behaviors, such as dressing in trendy clothes, as you see at the bottom, and taking up new activities. Also, you see the flashy cars, sports cars, that's also quite typical. During the female midlife crisis, women may try to reassert their femininity by dressing in youthful styles, having cosmetic surgery, or becoming more social. This is not the case for all individuals at this phase. They don't all go through this stage, but this is what most go through. So this is just a discussion question your lecturer asked me to pose to you guys. What are some of the factors that contribute to a midlife crisis? So why is it that people go through this midlife crisis? Okay, so just think about it. Discuss amongst yourselves. Let's see, we have 3 groups today, so we can have a nice discussion. You guys don't have to use the mic, you can also type it on the side. Refer to females or males, why do they go through this midlife crisis? Just your thoughts around it. put the question up again. Okay, I see one answer so far. Eden has said death, which leads to depression, is one of the reasons why people go through a midlife crisis. Is there any other input? Okay, I see money problems. That's another answer. Okay, I think I see someone typing. Yeah, you teacher. Oh, there we go. Got an answer. They get bored of doing the same thing every day for multiple years. Okay, yes, that's true. You need to change the sense of adventure. See, nice divorce as well. Okay, life choice. You want to respond to that? Okay, I see also not having children. Okay. Okay, thanks guys for your input. If everyone is okay, can I move on to the next? Can I move on to the next one? Okay. Okay, so here are a few possible answers. The crisis often occurs in response to a sense of mortality as middle adults realize that their youth is limited and that they have not accomplished all of their desired goals in life. Of course, not everyone, as I've said before, not everyone experiences stress or upset during middle age. Instead, they may simply undergo a midlife transition or change rather than the emotional upheaval of a midlife crisis. Other middle adults prefer to reframe the experience by thinking of themselves as being in the prime of their lives rather than in the declining years. So it's basically your perspective of your life and what you've accomplished, and if you feel that you've done everything you wanted to do. I think it's Kay Matoko. Can you guys just put your microphone on? I think it's just a bit of sound over there coming through. Okay, sensitive functioning in middle adulthood. Declines are small and gradual from early to middle adulthood, noticeable in mid-40s. With regards to hearing loss for high-pitched sounds, pre-cybesis, men have twice the rate as women do. With regards to vision, the ability to focus declines, loss of near vision, and decline in sharpness of vision. With regards to motor functioning in middle adulthood, strength and coordination decline due to loss of muscle mass replaced by fat. Endurance holds up better than strength. Reaction time slows, especially for motor responses. Experience makes up for physical changes. Cognitive development in middle childhood. So there are changes in mental abilities, crystallize versus fluid intelligence. Fluid intelligence peaks during early adulthood and then declines. So what will emerge is crystallized intelligence, which improves through middle adulthood. Crystallized intelligence refers to skills that depend on accumulated knowledge, experience, good judgment, and mastery of social conventions. The next discussion question. Becoming a student in midlife, more people are returning to school today than in the past, especially those over the age of 35. It may be motivated by a desire for a different career, better income, personal achievement, or meaning in life. It is often triggered by a life transition, such as spouse's death, a divorce, or a layoff. So, the question that needs to be posed here is, what are the reasons for people returning back to school in this age? There are a few answers here, but if you guys have any other input on why it is that in middle adulthood that individuals return back to school. Okay, you guys can think about that question. I will just move on in the meantime and then come back for the sake of time. Okay, so sources of support. These are some of the reasons. Partner and children who value the educational effort and assist with household tasks. Extended family intends to encourage education. Educational institution which offers orientation, counseling, academic support, mentoring, evening or online classes, financial aid, even on-campus daycare. So these are all sources of support that allow people in their middle age to actually go back to school. And the family plays quite a big role. Okay, I'm getting a complaint from Naisna that I'm breaking up. Is everybody else's reception okay? Okay. Karin Matoko, is your reception okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay, I'm not sure. Naisna, I think it's on your side. It could possibly be on your side. Okay. So if you can't hear me, probably you could just follow on the presentation. Okay, the workplace which values educational efforts and accommodates work time to class time. Okay, this is a question that you get to the post. Many stereotypes about the physical aging process are negative and depressing. What gives you more reason to become optimistic about aging and why? So just think about that question and then we'll bring it together. The lecturer has asked me to gather a discussion about this question particularly. Maybe a bit of help. I think also what are the positive aspects to aging and not only the depressing side of it, the aging side of it. Okay, so you guys can just use the side and just type in whatever you have. Okay, because your lecturer wants the tutorials to be interactive as well, so I have to just make sure that we get a response from a few of you. Okay, Naza, do you want to try and take this one? Okay, I see one answer. I think if you age physically in good health, you won't see aging as negative. Okay, that's a good answer. Thank you for that input. Do you guys agree with that answer? If you are physically in good health, that it won't seem as negative. Okay, I think those are the only answers for now. Okay, then I'm going to move on. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm just going to give you guys about 5 to 10 minutes to ask any questions about the assignment. Or is there any questions you have about resubmitting your previous assignment? So I'm just going to give 10 minutes for questions. If you guys have any questions to pose, you can type it in the Q&A, or you can type it on the side. Just another important thing to stress from your lecturer is your referencing. You can lose quite a significant amount of marks by not doing the reference list at the end of your work or not using in-text referencing. So just make sure about that for your next assignment because you can get those A's. You can get those A's, just make sure that your structure is that. Are there no questions? No questions about the assignment? Okay, I see one question. Can you explain what it is you specifically want to see in the assignment? Okay, so let me just read through the assignment for you. You will interview at least one adult in the middle adulthood stage of life. You will explore aspects of one of the following 3 changes. Midlife crisis, which we've just done now, menopause, or empty nest syndrome. In your submission, include a summary of the related readings, summary of interview outcomes and findings, and your own thoughts and feelings concerning the interview process. So you're going to have to interview somebody in this age bracket, which it was 40 to 59, and you're going to interview them on one of these topics, which is the midlife crisis, or menopause, or empty nest syndrome. So then from that, you've got to also, whatever you experience in the interview, you will have to give your input about that. So, about the person, how they talk perhaps, and how the body language, things you picked up in the interview process. And then your own thoughts and feelings concerning the interview process, okay? So, with regards to perhaps empty nest syndrome, like a mother whose children has just moved out, went to go and study, is living on res or something, and you ask them about the experience. You can pose your own questions, make up your own questions that's suited, and then readings you will find. You can go on the internet and look for journal articles that are related to your specific topic. So if it's on midlife crisis, go and get journal articles around midlife crisis. If it's on menopause, you're going to get journals that are relating, or books that are relating to what your topic is. And then also make sure, because this is a very important thing, you're referencing. You can lose up to like 20% just for no referencing or incorrect referencing. Does everybody have the academic guidelines? Because I think there was some people, they're still not using the Harvard referencing style. And I know it is in there. You can actually, that can keep you from getting an A. As well as in-text referencing. Anything else about the assignment? If there are any extra questions, please email me. I'm going to put my email address again here at the bottom. Okay. Okay, I've sent my email address. I don't know if it's gone through. Let me just do it again. Okay. The students on the campus here at Cornerstone email me on a regular basis. So please don't feel intimidated to email. I will answer all questions and I'll be able to speak to the lecturer personally about your questions. So just please feel free. Any other questions about the assignment? So with this assignment, you do give your own opinion about the interview process. Your previous assignment, it was a reflective essay, but in the assignments before that, it was just from the readings. But this is you're going to be giving your own input about what happened in the interview. So if you guys need to make up your marks, just work really hard on this one if your other assignments weren't that good. Okay. Are there any other questions before we close? Naisna? Kay Matoko, no questions? Okay, I'll give 5 minutes. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for those who did discuss in the group. Just for next time, I think your lecturer specifically wants interaction because tutorials are supposed to be more interactive than like a lecture. So if you guys next time just more input if you can. Otherwise, if there isn't anything else, I will be seeing you all in 2 weeks' time. Okay. Okay, bye guys. Thanks so much.